Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nerd is the Human, and welcome back to our Western Empire Rebels campaign. And you join our new faction leader, Sigavoltus the Mean. We'll work on that epithet in time, I think. But he's pretty darn good. He's heading towards Constantinople right now, and it's currently not very well guarded, actually. I do have a spy wandering around this particular area here, and he doesn't seem to be aware of any other forces, so I'm intrigued to say the least. Last time we managed to take over Greece. It is, well, very vulnerable to any attack they want to make because we don't have money to currently restock all of the garrisons, but it's absolutely fine. We do at last have a set of boats ready to take some of our armies across the sea. So next time, I very much think in the next turn then we'll be sending these guys across. In fact, get straight on the boats. I think we're safe. Might not be safe, but I'm hoping we are. So we're going to get these guys moving onwards, probably over towards Antioch if we can make it that far. We're just going to try and snipe off some of their major cities. With Jovianus over here moving towards Sirmium, probably going to stand on one of these bridges, I suspect. And of course, down south in Tripolitania, we have ourselves a couple forces here, just getting themselves prepped. We can send the smaller force to Cyrene and move on maybe to Crete from there. But of course the main force is going to be heading all the way across to Alexandria. There was a big force here last time, but I don't know where it's gone now. Got to keep a little eye on that. Perhaps I need to look at the road on the way here. Maybe there's an army in between. I don't really know. I guess we'll find out. Probably time to end our turn though. The main thing I expect to happen is this little conflict here with the Lombardies. They do have the Burgundians even. Sorry, the Lombardies haven't actually attacked us yet. So, okay, this force does have some experience on it. No general though. So I have just sent in some extra cav I've got around to come and stand outside. To be honest, what we got in the town isn't super, super great. They have a lot of infantry that could chunk through ours, so I'm just going to be a bit careful about this and make sure we've got the reinforcements to smash them in the rear. So we'll be ending our turn then, from the odd little diplomat and boat wandering around. It's probably straight on to that conflict there. You can see they've got reinforcements in the north as well. Nothing going on. Yeah, as you might expect then, we do indeed have some attacks on us. So, what is this army in full then? Berserkers, one unit of archers, no cav really apart from the one general force here. So we should be able to wipe them out with our cav without too many problems. This is, yeah, it'd be fine, I think, with the reinforcements, but it certainly would have been a difficult one without. It says 1-to-1. Honestly, I think the tactical advantage of these guys in the rear means we're in a very good place indeed. Let's go. Reinforcements are coming in, but straight away we're going to get these two towers to shoot in on those chaps over there. Lovely stuff. Just go straight into those axemen, please, onagers. We can get a boulder or two. I have no idea how many boulders it takes to smash some of these things, but we missed. Damn. I'd love to see us go and smash up some of this with a boulder or two. So come on, tower, get yourself obliterated. I'm kind of relying on it actually, because I haven't put any infantry over here. So hopefully we're able to shoot it down. It shouldn't be too difficult, should it, lads? So you two keep on shooting, get on with it. They seem to be struggling to follow the order, which is a shame. So we'll just shoot the guys behind them, and hopefully we'll hit it in the crossfire. The ram has burnt down. That's a very good bit of thing. Oh, yes, one hit. By one hit, a double hit there. That is glorious stuff. We weren't even technically aiming at him. So shoot at whatever you like at this point. Technically, they're still shooting, but that's because I actually told them to shoot the guys behind. That is magnificent stuff. The tower is down. The tower is down, and with that, they've got themselves ladders over here. And not a huge amount else. Okay, so lots and lots of javelins coming in. They've done a bit of damage. And you guys at the gate, you might as well actually bring yourself somewhere else. Facts. Ooh, where do we want you? Where do we want you? They are not looking too dangerous specifically, actually. Here have we got berserkers. Shoot them down. Shoot down the berserkers. Those are the main problems. Yeah, berserkers are coming over here. So if anything, I want my infantry over this way. My general, I've just realised I don't have control of him, do I? No, which is really quite irritating if I'm honest, but it shouldn't actually be a problem. I've never got these cavalry out of the town, which I was supposed to do. So we'll get those cavalry out, that is magnificent stuff, and we'll see how this all goes from here, because, yeah, these guys should be able to chunk these guys down as soon as they come up off the wall. So we just shuffle along. Make sure we keep them as busy as possible. Where are you guys shooting at this point? Try and shoot these guys if you can. Same with you and you. Lovely stuff. Right, so we are straight into battle with those chaps over there. Over here, we've got a bit going on, but not too much at the moment. They actually can't get too many people up the ladder, so hopefully we can shoot those guys. Don't move, chaps. Just stay where you are. Right, my 3 cavalry, you need to get yourselves out here. I think my generals are coming in, so hopefully they'll just mop it up. Don't know why they're walking so slowly. The whole point is that we catch them whilst we're down there, not on the walls. We know from last time that facing them on the walls can be incredibly painful for us, so we really don't want any of that. So what have we got? Chosen archers down there really should be getting shot, because they can cause us a couple problems. So as the cavalry come in, we should be absolutely fine. I love hitting that with an onager. I don't remember actually having done that in the past, but that is glorious. We did try it a couple episodes back and it refused to shoot it, which was a bit irritating, wasn't it? So horse archers in this force back here, come and do your job. And these cav, honestly I'm not sure who do you want to aim at. To be honest, these Knight Raiders here are in a good position to get themselves killed. So you maybe go after them. They look like they're going to charge at us pretty soon. Cavalry charging in! That's going to do some good damage, hopefully. Pull out immediately. Pull out immediately. Get the shots into their flanks as they try and pull away. The general is coming into you guys, or it's the general, it's just some cav, but just flee once you have the opportunity. Yeah, just pull out for now. Pull out. We actually need the other cav to really do this job properly. Stop shitting their barbarian cav. Let's make sure they are out of the game here. Where is our general? Where is the reinforcements? Oh, they're nowhere to be seen, which is not helpful at all. Possibly, though, a good time for my general himself to come out, because I reckon we've got this here. I reckon we've got this. They are, getting pulled out way too much by us. What are my horse archers doing? Why are they so bad on this? They're so good in Rome Total War, and then Barbarian Invasion, they do utter ludicrous things like that. That's not very good at all, chaps. So, oh, flaming shot coming. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Get those archers, have them shot down. We don't want any more what to do with them. Berserkers over here. I really don't. I haven't got a good shot at them, have I? I haven't at all. So, I've got my main cav over here. What are you doing? Why is their skirmish mode so stupid? You've got all the room in the world, essentially, lads. Just don't do that. Exactly that is what you've got to avoid. Okay. Knight Raiders are continuing to get dealt with. What have we got here? Chosen Axemen. Don't stay in battle with those. You're going to get yourself killed. Or you might do anyway. We'll get these cav to mop up these Chosen Archers. That'll be magnificent. And to be honest, they're all just being given the runaround at this point. Anything I'll be worried about is those cavalry. I'd also be worried about my onagers at this point. So perhaps we tell them to stop firing. Now, where are our general? Why are none of them here? Where is the rest of my cav? Are they just wandered into the city? Let's just go and figure out what they're doing. What are they doing? So, they're just slowly plodding around the side. The whole point was that you were a fast-paced reinforcement force. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, well, we can just get into those Chosen Axemen over there. These guys should be able to skirmish for a while. That'll do well. If you were sensible lads, you'd skirmish them around the walls. That couldn't be too hard to code, but I won't really have a go at the game for something that it should have known from 15 years in the future. Nonetheless, we will head in and finish these guys off. Knight Raiders aren't happy. They've been hit by the general. They didn't break, which is intriguing. No, they broke. So, less intriguing than I at first thought. Into those Knight Raiders, please, Cav. You will do the job. To be honest, I think at this point we're just mopping them up because they are really struggling to achieve anything. I think smashing down that tower was a pretty good start for us, actually. Ah, here come the cav. The completely late, useless cavalry. What are we actually fighting over here? We've got a few of these berserkers coming in, I assume, yeah. So they really could do some damage, but I'm hoping, just climbing up is getting them killed. Yeah, ladders are not good when there's already someone there. You just get chunked down as and when you arrive. So, in with the cav. Get our set. In fact, no, actually, lads, set up a nice double charge here. Set up a nice double charge. You can hit them from both sides very soon. Are they about to win that bout? Down to 14. Yeah, actually, they actually might well be able to do that by themselves. So we'll hit them with a double charge. All the axemen in the world can't hold up against this man. No, they can't. And in comes the reinforcement charge, which is obviously going to end the battle. Oh, look, now they're galloping in. Now it's completely pointless. Ridiculous. Go and charge down the cav, please, horse archers. You do well just to help your friends, but I think they've got it covered. Right, well, simple enough battle for us here today then, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that would be a bit trickier, actually, with what we had. But it turns out that we're absolutely fine the way we are. No reinforcements were needed. The AI just not letting me I hate the stupid AI thing where they just force computer to uselessly take control of things. I knew there were some ships around. They managed to pick off one of our fleets there, which is a bit irritating. So, diplomat in Illyricum, Dalmatia has died. Honestly, I forgot he was even there. No trouble with that. Spy got in the city. They definitely saw him, but honestly, it doesn't matter at all. So I'm just going to send this guy around here. Make sure nothing of note is going on. We can't actually... That's a really odd bit of, like... Yeah. Apparently we can make it to that spot or something. I don't know. We'll make it that far. And it seems to think that we can make it to there. So if we get to there first, sir, we'll get ourselves a load of towers. That'll be magnificent. And we'll get the rest of the army to join. We can actually march into Constantinople right now. We've got the oranges. Might as well do that. So we will get to that momentarily. To make sure we know what we're doing first. Rome and Ravenna are, of course, getting us a load of chariot ballistas. That is of vital importance. Be a slightly better one from Rome, of course. And otherwise, I'm not too bothered about what's going on because I need to go and gather some of my fleets. So, yeah, you guys head down here, down to the coast. You come around here as well. They've got a few ships that are causing us problems right now. So probably a good idea. Got the problem where... Yeah, whereby because of the turn of the timing of the turn, I don't actually have fresh boats after being killed, which is really not very helpful at all, is it? No, it's not. So we have ourselves a captain over here, so we can get about there. That wasn't actually what I meant to do. I meant to, yeah, make that a bit more helpful. It's fine. We'll join the boats up next time. No issues with any of that. We have enough ships over there to do what we need to get done. So you say get back on your boats. Head down the coast. There's a general there. Oh yes, of course, we did need to go and take him out en route. So maybe this smaller army can go and deal with that. We're not supposed to have the big army on... Yeah, we really shouldn't have the big army on the tiny thing there. Okay, we can't merge with them. Okay, we'll at least go and send some ships next to it to go and keep them better guarded then, mightn't we? Ridiculous, lads. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, I can't currently see anyone coming in this direction. It's interesting, which means we're missing an army, which isn't really what I want. So we'll head you back to Cyrene. You can always join up with the armies later. As for Alexandria, it seems pretty darn open. Where are their armies? We haven't had like a huge conflict yet. I mean, there was one over here that we just picked up outside Thessalonica. There's a few units in Thessalonica itself, but honestly, there's barely anything around by the seams of it. So if you head over here, we're going to go to Sirmium. We're just going to leave Aquincum. We're not worried about that. Honestly, if Lombardi's, Roxolanis, anyone's interested in it, they're welcome to go and grab it. We're actually losing money. Minus 5,000 now. Got to lose a few armies in battle, I think. That might be the way that this goes. I'm a little bit upset with you, reinforcements. You did literally nothing. And now all of your towns have had to have games on to be happy. Because I thought I was holding off a really important siege there, but oh well, that's the way it goes sometimes. I'll tell you what, we'll leave one more unit of cav there to make sure that we can repel something, if that even matters. And you, sir, can then move back to your next town down there. I don't even know where you're supposed to be, Crispus Fuscus. I think you're quite new, actually, aren't you? Drill Master, the worst thing in the world. I tell you what, you head over to Vicus Franchi, because this guy is getting on a bit now. 64, Luca the Morbid. Oh, when did that happen? He has got Torturer. Yeah, passive the Torturer. He's got some lovely retinue on him. By lovely, I mean horrible and terrifying, but that's what we'd like to see, isn't it? That's what we like. Now, are the Lombardi's going to attack the Burgundians? Am I right in thinking either they're allied or they've broken alliance recently? So something like that happened. No, they're allied. Okay. Intriguing indeed. But, yeah, interesting the Lombardi haven't attacked me yet, which is surprising, but I think they've been at war with the Roxolani. I think they're either the Roxolani or the Goths are their vassal state, but I'm not quite sure which way around everything's going right now. Roxolani, their vassal states, they're at war with the Goths still. The Goths just seem to be at war with all the other factions around, but just seem to just about survive, which is nice for them, I suppose. There are plenty of forces over here in Salona, and at this point, with Sirmium under siege, we might well be able to get this force moving north to go deal with Aquincum, actually. So that, I think that's what I might do with these guys, particularly as we've got plenty of infantry to start moving. So you get forward. We have ourselves lots of archers. No one's really any better than anyone else. 3 archers is plenty, especially if we've only got that much infantry. So yeah, one more bit of infantry to join us up and send the 2 cav. That'd be lovely. So Salona is not super happy, but it's on very high tax rate, so we can do plenty to change that around. Lovely. So you head north. We don't have any siege equipment over here, but that's not the end of the world, to be honest. You could probably send Super Gold and siege equipment of Doom in this direction, actually. They can head down to Carnuntum in time, and one day they'll make it, even though this is the slowest route in the world. Why we haven't built a road around here, I don't know. Apparently we don't want to actually, you know, connect Carnuntum to anything else. It's a little bit irritating. I wish it was Civ 5 and I could build my own roads. That'd be lovely. I recall that being something I wanted to do when I first played this game. I wanted to build myself new cities in odd places and build new realms. Apparently I just hadn't discovered Civ, and that's really what I wanted to be playing all that time. Having said that, Civ 5 is a disease. Takes over your life, although I do love it. This game somehow just has a slightly bit of balance to keep me from going completely insane. So, with the invasion of North Africa underway, or near enough, it's taken a while to get the boats there, and the ships over here gradually getting into place, we should be in a pretty good position to hopefully fight off these fleets, distract them at the very least, whilst our fleets head ever eastward. To be honest, we'll probably be able to dump them off here and join the fleets together around about the edge of the Aegean, around Crete, because that's probably a sensible idea. I do not want to get that main force caught up in anything unsavoury, such as, you know, Eastern fleets. So we'll get the games kind of ticking over in these places, because apparently, yeah, we're struggling still with all this nonsense. All these towns are just frankly irritating. Oh well, probably time then to head into Constantinople. I wasn't expecting this quite so soon. Maybe Antioch will be the big one for us, but there we are. We can plough our way in here, smash the gates down and straight in. Not really the historical fortress that it always was. Let's head in. It's a very quiet morning over here at Constantinople, well, the soon-to-be renamed Constantinople, of course. Yeah, a bit of a weak point in the wall here, right by the gatehouse, which means I'm just going to smash it, hopefully. Oh, guys, try not to miss. Not sure it's going to be good if we flood it down. Try not to shoot over. Yeah, try and undershoot if anything lands. That'd be grand. Yeah, straight, nice way in, all the way up to the plaza over here. Beautiful, beautiful town, by the way. City Plumbing, of course. Ludus Magna. Beautiful, beautiful building. We actually go straight up to the plaza, which, yeah, I find in Roman cities you will see that, yeah, they're very easy to walk into when they're epic cities rather than just the large cities, which is bizarre indeed. But yeah, it has pretty much everything here. City Plumbing, Colosseum, a huge imperial palace, and yeah, am I right in thinking that goes in that big square where the temples used to go? You seem to have overwritten that in the big cities. I'd kind of forgotten that was a thing. Colosseum, of course. Siege engineers. Oh, this is wonderful. I don't think I have to spend any money on this town at all. Of course, that is assuming we don't smash up the plumbing while we're here. Ah, the Curia. Beautiful, beautiful Curia. I mean, people say this game is kind of like, you know, isn't as beautiful as the modern counterparts. Yes, that's true, but look at this. This is unnecessary detailing, it must be said. I mean, it's a little bit blurry, you know, the odd touches here or there. But you know what, on modern computers, when the game can be a bit jumpy sometimes, I don't actually have the settings on full because the game actually doesn't like it. But this is lovely. Look at the detailing on that. Beautiful stuff. Circus Maximus. Oh, and there's the Basilica. There is a lovely Basilica. Definitely don't miss and hit that by accident, says. That would be lovely. But yeah, it's looking very grand indeed. A beautiful city, soon to be ours. And hopefully we don't smash it up on the way. So the wall is falling down. That's good. Doesn't seem like they've got anyone to meet us. So we'll just speed this up and knock it down. Walls are down, or one bit of wall is down, and I'm going to take down that tower as well. I don't think this one's going to be a problem for us, and I don't really want to shoot down the whole gateway, so I'm just going to knock down this tiny bit, smash up that little gatehouse there, or that tower, sorry. We should be fine from there, because we just want to wander around to here. Actually, that could be a problem. Yeah, well, I tell you what, we will get someone to run in and go and take the walls. So that'll be a nice easy job for someone. Who do you want to do it? Palatina generally are a bit stupid, so we'll send them in first. They can go and take the wall for us. Under the Great Arch of Triumph then, and Vespasian Augustus has been written there upon there. Soon we will add Sigivoltus, we will add Sextus Rex and Appius Rex to that great pantheon of leaders, because for today it is time to take Constantinople. So guys, start shooting your ballistas. Lovely stuff. They are going to start running in. It's a fun way to start this off. Get the arrows shooting in. Lads, go off skirmish mode and just start giving them the run around. This should be good fun indeed. And by that I mean literally get out of the way of the javelins, because you're about to be killed. That's how you normally die, remember, lads? So yeah, pull yourselves out of there. Lovely stuff. And the arrows can do their lovely, lovely dirty work. So 91 already. That is quite fun for us. They should hopefully plough through several people. They seem to be desperate to come after the carriage ballistas, which is kind of typical really in many ways, isn't it? So we'll let them get near enough and I'll give myself enough room to run. Room to run, and let's go over here, lads, over here. In a pile of dust, the general has been killed. That is lovely. That was a very strange clip indeed. I was quite mightily confused. Look, they're on a massive charge. Charging forevermore. It is glorious. They're going to actually at some point decide to attack someone else. No. Maybe this is the day I finally learn how to use Chariot Ballista. I've really yeah, caused myself some problems there. I should not have declared that publicly. Right, I reckon we do one lap. We do one lap, sirs, and then we need to let everyone else get into battle, because to be honest, at this point, to be honest, yeah, they're not actually in range, so we better pull them back into range, chaps. This is good. This is good. Just littered the whole entire plaza, the corpse of utter fools, also known as not our faction. Marvellous stuff. Look, they're just so quick fire. This is why that army of ballistas is going to be the best thing anyone has ever seen or conceived of. Down to 27. These are first cohorts, by the way. These are serious units. And now they're about to become into archer range once again. Lovely stuff. Oh, this is what we all wanted to see from the very start. Make sure you're shooting this unit from now on, please. I'm pretty certain that we've picked off that unit as much as we really need to. If you can pull them a little bit closer in, we can throw all our javelins in at them as well. That'll be the best result of all of this, I reckon. So, they're actually going to come in. They're going to get themselves javelined to high hell at this point. Chariots, probably get out of there while you still have the opportunity. Steady, panicked by artillery fire. So you should be. Let's get the horse archers on shooting as well, actually, because they are... Yeah, they're currently not shooting. They are back to shooting, though. These guys are reloading. They're wavering. They are getting javelin from all angles. They're actually going to go for my lads at this point. Maybe they'll get a kill. Who knows? Oh, we've lost 2-3. Wow. Powerful javelins there, lads. You terrified us for a moment, but no, they're very much dead. Chariots, can you stop? Because I suspect you might miss and start hitting our own men in a moment. So yeah, we'll let them have their final charge. In they come. The few lost, not very sensible, but brave. We'll give them that. Brave men are there. And here we go. That's what you stand a bit back from the plaza. Makes them rout. I don't get the choice to shoot them down to the last man, sadly. But a clear victory for us. 31 kills for them. Mostly that was these guys just making sure we took the couple towers nearby to where we walked in to the city. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, laws of sight in times of war, indeed they are. But Constantinople is ours of victory. Ah, I'd forgotten that we were so close. The Roman Empire is triumphant. The legacy of Caesar has been renewed. The legions now stand guard over a united people. The barbarians have been kept out, and a new age stretches before you as ruler of the known world. Oh, I love this tune. It's quite inspirational. Listen to that beauty. Rum pam pa 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 pa. just going to play the music through, ladies and gentlemen. It's the only way we can do this. Dun 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 dun. What a perfect cadence to finish us off. Glorious stuff. Of course we continue playing, ladies and gents. Exterminate that population. We've got work to do yet. Gothic Assassin. Please leave us alone, lads. That'll be kind of you. I don't actually have an assassin with my armies anymore. Resistance is futile. I think we need 34 settlements. That'd be 35, I think. Yes, indeed it is. Woof. Domination complete then as the Western Empire rebels. Of course, technically the rebels actually only have one settlement right now, but that's fine. We just let Ireland be. If I've learned anything from English history, it's perhaps that for the betterment of everything, let's just leave Ireland to be Ireland. So, moving on swiftly then, we have Jovinus over here. He obviously needs to go move into Sirmium soon. And yeah, everything else was already pretty much done, wasn't it? Ankara seems pretty weakly defended right now, as I imagine is Ephesus. Indeed it is. I don't know where their armies are, if indeed they're anywhere. If we have a quick look at the faction rankings. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's because I was killing the faction and then I became the faction. Okay, military ranking. Let's just say top 5 factions. So, Eastern Empire. Yeah, apparently they have very similar power to me, at least when the war started. So they've taken a big plummet as I've taken out a few of their cities, but you're not that good. The Sassanids are not strong at all. Lombardy and Burgundy are much stronger than them. So, or you know, much of the sameness as them even. So, yeah, where are their armies? Because presumably they're in the east. The Sassanids are that weak, but they've still got their core territories, apart from Armenia, of course, which historically would always flit between the two anyway. So, who knows? Who knows indeed. Now, where was that demon? Oh, we've lots of children now. Look at this. All of the children. He somehow... Yeah, look, we've got more of these amazing children who come out of nowhere. I think at this point they're just illegitimate, aren't they? Yeah, we've just got a few bastards floating around, but it doesn't seem to matter in these days, frankly. It isn't quite the same as it was in medieval Europe. So, we've got quite a few over here. Yeah, there was someone, I can't remember what her name was now. There was one who was born to a dead mother, and we were going to look out for her. Was it this one, Crispina? I think it was Crispina, because she was born around that time. Yes, because her mother passed away. Her mother Cornelia passed away. So yes, Crispina will soon be coming of age, or I say come of age. It's around 12 or 13. They'll let you marry them on this game. So yes, at some point we'll be able to let Crispina get married. If that's the same person anyway, I think it is. And she will give birth to our next leader. I've decided, I say next leader, definitely be a couple down the line, and probably I won't be playing by that point. I think we would have won. Nonetheless, Constantinople has fallen, and yeah, we've taken over this land here with very little fight indeed. There were some forces around Aquincum and Serbium. I think the Roxolani paid, smashed up one or two of those forces, but they still have a full stack here. Sirmium, so if we go stand on the bridge here, we could have a bit of fun. I think that's where things are going at this point. But yeah, we'll just go for the juggler at this point. Alexandria and Antioch, once they've fallen, I really don't think they'll have an awful lot left. Jovinus over here then is ready to head into Sirmium. Luckily though, there's an extra army standing outside. That makes life a little bit easier. We can do this battle in the field. So, what does he have with him? Well, he is not particularly interesting, but in rude health certainly means he will last long enough to see the rest of his men die before he does, which is marvellous. Otherwise, it's quite a battered force, isn't it? There's a few full strength units here, but in all honesty, not particularly high level. There's a load of cataphracts up in this army, so I'm glad this one's a little bit easier to deal with. Not looking too bad, only one unit of first cohorts. And as for the reinforcements in the city then are, yeah, just one unit of first cohort. The rest are not too interesting apart from those Eastern Archers. We can probably take those guys out though with some cav. We've got plenty of cav in this army. So I think we'll be okay with dealing with all of that. Elsewhere, we do, of course, have Honorius Salutatus over here, who's ready to continue his little trip eastward. So we'll go and take on that ship, plough them out of the way, and just continue sailing eastward. You can see here that we've already had quite a few battles. We've come through so far. A bit of experience, 3 command now on the Admiral. But yes, we're going to be a little bit careful. We'll just drop ourselves off every so often. I don't really know where we are at that particular, in that point. So we will see what ships come across, and it looks like some of them have come down south here to deal with this force. Looks like they might have got their positioning just a little bit wrong, actually, because we are going to continue heading around the little, I don't really know what you call this. Anyway, the little bit sticking out here, Cyrene. So on to Cyrene with this force. To be honest, it looks like a fairly simple little battle, this one, doesn't it? So I'm just going to auto-resolve 196. That's more than I would have liked, to be honest. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. This force isn't really the be-all and end-all. Put you into the port for now. We're going to head over to Cadonia with you in time. Wouldn't mind actually having had a general here. Could have put down a few watchtowers, but oh well. Not the end of the world. It seems like we're not going to be gifted any generals anytime soon. Maybe the game thinks you have enough. I think we killed all the children and we're a little bit lacking when it comes to those numbers. So we'll see about that in time. This ship, don't really know how far it can get, but hopefully we'll have no issues with it getting in our way. Yeah, this guy's got absolutely battered a couple of times. Have you been battered up? No, you're one of the fresh ones. You are one of the fresh fleets. You come and join these chaps. And we'll just mix around that way, which I really hate boats on this. They are absolutely ridiculous. Right, you guys head down. Just keep an eye on this boat here. Oh, we can't. It's actually quite irritating. Nonetheless, we'll try and cut them off. We should be able to spot them as they head into the middle of the sea there. Yes. So, Cyrene is ours now at this point. I'll probably send you up here. You can keep a good eye on this coastline. And make, just take over the position of a watchtower that we don't currently have. Lovely stuff. Over in Antioch, not too much going on. They seem to be having a few little bouts with the Sassanids right now. But I can't see any huge armies. So we did lose one of our spies. So I don't know entirely what they've got. But over here, we've just taken out that Gothic spy that was hanging around. I didn't, assassin even. Didn't really like the looks of him. So, yeah, we will worry about that a bit later. Now, what I need to do is get a tiny bit of retraining done. These guys need to retrain, and we'll just get some Plumbetari committenses into the city as the garrison, and then we can head off to our next little venture. One watchtower here is giving us sight of everything. Nothing hiding around as far as I can tell. And as for the other politics going on, it seems like Lombardy are definitely going to be the other people left alive when I'm done with the Eastern Empire. And, well, I don't know, Sassanids as well, I suppose. But they'll stab me in the back before too long, I'm sure of it. So, we have this force over here. Good old Castinus Volso, then. Going to take him on in the field. That'll pull out the city force, of course. And, yes, Sigurvoltus. Oh, you fancy yourself as a Sigurvoltus, do you? I don't think so, sir. We'll have you chopped down. I think we split our army pretty well here. Use the onagers. We'll be absolutely fine. Let's it in. Simple enough start to the battle then. We've got the main force well over here. Just sit back ready, just to give us time to deal with the reinforcements. And then, of course, we'll go and finish the rest off. Now, as for these guys, the ballistas are shooting straight in. They actually might well go continuing through and hit the men in behind. I don't actually know how that will go. So, they're a bit panicked already. Lots and lots of shots. I wish we had the statistics of how many kills they had already. A bit like on more modern titles where you can see that kind of thing. But nonetheless, we can have some good fun. We'll just make sure... Yeah, we'll just make sure that there's nothing silly going on with regards to javelins. They can be a bit problematic sometimes. Yeah, pull out of there. Just pull out. And they've already routed. Well done, lads. Well done. That's not very clear of you. Well, there we are. The ballistas have already done stupid things. Got themselves fleeing. Just run away. If you're going to run away, don't get yourselves killed. Well, that was a bit annoying, wasn't it? They didn't do a very good job at all. Alright then, Sarmatians, it's down to you guys to try and clear these guys off. I suspect on the whole it'll be fine. But yeah, there's some javelins being thrown down the hill here, which is a bit annoying. We just about dodged some of those, but not all of it. We probably need to get on with all of these lovely infantry lads over here, so that's what we are going to do. Don't worry about them, just lead them round in a nice big circle. That will be magnificent. Lovely. Right, pile into all those archers. Make sure they are cleared out. I want them gone, so we're not worrying about any of that nonsense. So, with the archers dealt with, we're in a good position to now swing back into those committenses. Lovely stuff. So, these Sarmatians are well out here. That's pulled all sorts of their units into odd position, as far as I can tell. Not really too worried about that. Get into those command stances. You guys get into there now. So, should be most of this sorted out. The first cohort obviously going to be a little bit tricky, but a charge from various cav should put us in good position. So we've lost actually not that much of the summations. Summations done pretty well. It's only very, very foolish chariots who were frankly completely nonsensical. But those guys aside, we're in a good position, I think. Oh, apart from these guys, they're not in a good position at all. They've been caught by Legio Lancieri. I might want to have sent them into there, actually. There goes the general. He just pretended to die. Probably sensible. They're eager, but a little bit panicked right now. That's hardly surprising. If you can pick up those archers, have a go. I know morale isn't what it is on the modern titles, but I reckon we can have a good go at that. In fact, I'm going to send you some reinforcements to help you because I reckon these guys are well out of position and we can do some good work on them. Lovely, lovely. Okay, job done. First job done. We've managed to take out those juicy reinforcements. They are out of it. Now, we haven't really lost very much. We've lost a few cav, probably one unit overall, as well as obviously the ballistas here have fled the battlefield. But they've fled the battlefield mostly alive, so I wouldn't be too worried about that at this stage. You guys pull out. Okay, you... Right, now you've kind of lost the angle for that. Onagers, maybe don't shoot right now. Ridiculous choice of target, but I suppose I literally tell them to shoot at whatever they can. Got a few archers back here. We should just turn around and mop them up. What have we got here? Liamatane, who really should just break. Yes, they indeed have. Good. That's a bit of early skirmishing here. I need to leave enough cav to take out what they've got left in this force, though, so I don't really want to use up any more of my cavalry. So I'm going to send these guys back to that. Yeah, back to my line at this point. These guys just mop up these archers. That's pretty much what I need from them. We're with them just about creeping into Onager range. I think it's time for the real fun to begin. The last few archers are being mopped up. I'm pretty certain we're actually taking out all of their missile support at this point. So this should be good fun for us. The last few cav are making their way back, apart from these guys who really are just mopping up whatever dregs are left lying around. Come on, chaps, finish your job so you can go home. They're really coming into our line now. The music's getting incredibly dramatic, as you might well expect. And I think, Onagers, it's time for you to just aim straight to that general. They're getting very, very close indeed. Horse archers, maybe start running. You know the drill. Okay, good work. Cav, get yourself over here. That will be magnificent stuff. We are very, very close to... with our Onagers here, aren't we? They are in quite close proximity to everything. So, are you going to get a shot in? Please get a shot in right now. This is going to be horrendous. It's going to smash straight into our own line. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Come on, get on with it. Right, the cav have done a decent job over there. The cav over in the background there have been brutally murdered because I left them alone. Onagers, you know what? Just pull back a little bit because you don't seem to want to be doing it a bit too close at this stage, aren't you? I think so. In general, though, we're in a pretty good place. These cav on that side have been a little bit repelled simply by my Palatina, and they're not too interested in anything else. Yeah, they are absolutely getting themselves murdered here. Right, Onagers, turn around, start having some fun, please. They look like they are waiting to just be shot down by you. Okay, they were all running. They're not anymore, which means I can't mop them up quite like I planned. But I tell you what, go and snipe off this Equite unit over here, because they are asking for death. Here comes the little flaming shots. Bit random, bit all over the shot, to be honest. But you know what? Just Onagers, if you just aim for, like, I don't know, this guy right at the front here, that'll be absolutely fine. Lovely. So what have we got? These chaps are trying to run past us. No, they gave up, and I reckon that's going to be the end of those lads. Well, the Eastern Empire really aren't putting up an awful lot of a fight, really, are they? Not very impressed. Here comes the runaway brigade. Indeed, that is what's happening. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Liamatane don't like it. They don't like it hot at all. And that proved the point. Although, clearly I shot some of my own men here, didn't I? Indeed, I did. Right, Onagers, I reckon have one more go before you inevitably kill all of our own men. But, yeah, until that point, you might as well keep shooting. Ah, last shot came in here. Almost shot our own men. But not quite, and that's the important part, not quite. General has got away, of course, but most of this will be in big trouble, I imagine. So get around to those Lugio Lanciari, please. They are the spearmen, but I don't think with this amount of my cav in the rear, they're going to be very happy. That was a terrible charge, but my cav are a little bit tired at this point, so hardly surprising. Just plough through them. They will give up. They will give up. Yeah, there we go. Just push through them. That is lovely, lovely stuff there. Right, my general is right at the front. He did just rout that guy by himself. That is glorious stuff. All cav at this point. Plough onto the Lugio Lanciari over here. We are miles from the red line of doom, aren't we? Yes, we are. That's what we want to see, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, they're broken as well into the Limitane. One unit just come across the comitatenses. I reckon they'll break because they are way too close to the front here. Okay, there's one comitatenses unit over there. They need to go down ideally. But yeah, everyone else has routed over here. Just charge into them. They're gone as well. Next unit, can we get to this Palpatari? I don't know! But with any luck, we can take them out. What have we got? 16. You go and turn around for them. 14. You deal with them. Otherwise, the rest of you might as well get onto this Palpatari. Are they going to get out of here? They are going to get out of here. It's a shame because that is the first cohort that we haven't chopped down just yet. But I think they were just being led all over the place. Doesn't look like they're heading towards the city though. Watch as the reinforcements end up in that city in spite of where they're travelling right now. But that certainly seems like it's going to be the case. Yeah, General has hit them right in the rear, and that is the battle over. So might as well mop up these last guys nice and quick because the game's going to end for us. Yep, it's given up. Indeed, squeaking narrator man, the day is indeed squeakily ours with a big pile of victory deaths. So, yeah, all we've really lost was a section of cavalry. In general, that was just to do an important early job. It kind of had to be done. But I'm pleased about that. Good work. Probably because put the entire army over there. Yeah, of course, they managed to get into the city. Shame we're just going to go and crack down the wall straight away. The gate's actually open. That is just perfect. Just in case you didn't notice, these chaps are also over here on the bridge. They could actually come and hit these lads, but honestly, we haven't got particularly strong force. They have some good units in here. They've all the lovely Kabinari chaps, basically cataphracts. So I don't really want to be taking on these guys. If you recall my Rebels campaign on Barbarian Invasion, just the Rebels against any of those sort of units, they just can't do a thing. It was quite horrendous. But we are getting more units in this direction. The Onager will be ages, obviously, because no one's built a road along here, even though it would make sense for us. Oh well, we won't worry about that for now. Tell you what, we'll just head straight back in. The gates are open. We have the heavy onagers. This chap may have survived the battle. He gave some Harris specs after that. Well done. So he's got some extra morale after the last battle. Actually, he's now Caesar, which I don't remember being there last when we did the battle before. But apparently, in spite of us not killing any generals, he's now the Caesar. I don't know. Maybe there was an extra general I didn't notice. Relatively loyal. Intriguing indeed. Right, let's head in. Let's take this guy out. 15 to 4. I reckon this will be a bit of a walkover. Just got to be wary of that unit there. Chariots are shooting some ballista shots in. They've been shot down by the couple archers which are up there, which is annoying. I thought it would be just about okay. Sadly not. We've lost a few of them. Not actually surprising in many ways because they always have all sorts of problems. We'll just send them through and see if they can cause some problems. You never know, you never know. I think in general, actually, though, it might be time to get all of the infantry Palatina aside into this kind of an area over here. So if you guys go and just get some shots in, that would be lovely. Oh, they're fleeing. Yeah, they've really not done the job here. Oh, well, it's all fine. We'll just get all of our infantry to run in through this section. The gateway has been smashed up and there's a hole in the wall here, so we should have minimal damage really as we pile in and try and take them all out. I'm just hoping that the archers here just are slightly distracting for their archers. Lovely stuff. Let's just start getting over there and start piling on top of them. I reckon one of these units should try and get up on the walls here. We'll see where all of these chaps go. They all seem to want to go through this hole in the wall, which is intriguing. I reckon some of you should come through here. So just try and get all around them, please. We've got a proper scrum over here by the gateway then, their first cohort. We should be getting some javelins in if these guys ever want to get on with it. Come on, over here. No, they're throwing it over there at those guys. Well done, you absolutely wasted all of your ammo. You know what? Just get into them. Utterly useless. And completely useless. How are they so ridiculous? Right, let's head in. We're going to lose way too many people here because the AI is doing stupid things. So, throw some lovely javelins in at them. You guys throw some javelins in at them as well. Hopefully, that'll be them all nice and dead. Throw the javelins. No. There we go. Perfect. Right, now we have them surrounded. They can't be very happy about any of that now, can they? So, now we've done something. See what we can do. We'll get the Palatina over here nice and quick. Shoot the arrows up. We're just kind of keeping them busy more than anything else. We seem to have not killed one of them yet, which, in spite of the defences on the walls here, it would be nice if they managed to pick off one of them. It's almost as if they should be good at archery. They're down to 73. This is going to take ages like this, isn't it? Absolutely ages. First cohort broken, and now it's time for the Palatina to go get up on the walls and make sure we have control, because I do not need anything shooting at me from up there. It's frankly just irritating. So archers, take them out. You lads get up here, please, which means you need to go through this one. Yes? Do you understand? I don't think they do, ladies and gents. Right, I'm going to get all my infantry, basically. Apart from, what, these two units, I suppose. You can go and come over here. Marvellous stuff. Some of the Lanciari on the wall have finally given up. That's lovely. The Palatina will finish them off. Think yet there's a few Plumbetari in at the other side. Time then to bring everybody forward. The archers have wasted all their ammo. But there's probably enough for a little tease at the end. Some infantry who don't know how to move have walked on the plaza, but in fairness, that kind of ends up working, doesn't it? So we'll just get everyone into battle. All infantry, charge in, and take them out. Lovely, lovely stuff. Right, get in on the general as well. Maybe the archers should just run away at this point. Archers just kind of stay where you are. Stop running around, you fools. Okay, this should pretty much be the end at this point. So, yeah, just get everyone into various positions. General, stop hitting them in a random position, and we'll get ourselves over to the lovely, lovely flank over here. Beautiful stuff. And charge into the rear of those comitatenses. They won't like it, will they? No! The charge of the Red Brigade. And with that, they seem to be killed. Marvellous stuff. Their general was just sort of wandering around over there. Archers, just literally shoot at him. That should be marvellous news. There's one spearman taking him out. That's the general gone. But his friend over here is about to get himself shot down. No, he's over here now, lads. Oh, they're coming in for him. He's coming in. No! Jeffrey! Ah, poor Steve. 3 Steves were killed in that shot. Actually, 4 Steves. What utter fools. They should be quicker at drawing their bows, shouldn't they? Oh well, pretty much done at this point. I don't know what's left. It's just a few men being chunked down. With that, a slightly messy victory is complete. But between the two battles, I don't think that's a bad result. It was a bit of a messy battle here, but oh well, that's the way it goes. 190 kills for them. Not actually that many, all things considered. So, disorderly mobs, blah, 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 blah. Don't give me that kind of lip, thank you very much. Sammy Mazaz. And then we have a nice border. No border gore. Just a beautiful Danube as a border, which is the way it's supposed to be. Well, I say that apart from this squiggle over here, but, you know, we have other rivers at the moment to give us a border. I'm not quite sure which river this is off the top of my head, but there we go. Sirmium is now ours. We have a spine here already. That's marvellous. Tell you what, though, I will just go and send my cavalry out to go and take on some of these chappies. Go and finish them off next turn. That would be lovely. Just get rid of all of those chaps. So, Sturmium has given us a bit of money. Good to see, good to see. We'll put it on very high tax rate now. Apparently it's very pagan. So, neighbouring regions and religious buildings. That's fine. He's a pretty convincing Christian, I think, though. He's got a few little bits that boost his abilities. So, what do we have at the moment? Which temple was that? The awesome Temple of Mithras. So, a bit of experienced troops. Might be worth getting a unit or so out of here then before we get going. They actually survived the ballistas, so they got shot down, but they were fine. It was mainly the chariots, not the actual men themselves. So that's good. They get to live. Chariot ballista. Oh, it's all fine. You know what? I don't really need any troops. We will retrain, of course. Just kind of click on it randomly like that, and that'd be absolutely grand. but I will go and smash up the temple right now. I'm not actually bothered about waiting for that. So, Christian temple, normal tax rate is fine. Everything is grand, ladies and gentlemen. Good, it's all coming together very nicely. Our fleet's continuing to be attacked in the sea here. We are getting weaker and weaker. We need to be very careful. Defeats. Okay, that's fine, but we're at least distracted. Oh, that was a bit random. Yeah, we're at least distracting them. There's annoyingly plague in Rome, which is irritating because I've got ballista chariots there. Don't want those to die. We've got more and more coming through. I have actually got them over here in Thessalonica and Athens as well. We're just going to be pumping them out, ladies and gentlemen, because apparently we need that army before too long. I want it at some point in this series. So we got the Lombardi and the Goths at war with each other, and the Goths and Roxolani have broken their alliance. So that's them under siege, but that will just trigger, yeah, that will just trigger them to turn into a horde, won't it? If they go and win that. You know what? With all those peasants, they might well win it, but often what I find with these factions in their last cities, they just keep holding on forever. Doesn't look like they have the best force here, so perhaps they won't succeed. We will see about that. It's just Rome, so let's not worry about that too much. Zeno Emilianus in Dalrida. Oh yes, that chap. He always looked a bit ill, didn't he? So he has finally passed away. He was about 78 though, so he's had a pretty good run for someone who always looked like he was on the verge of death. We have ourselves a few more Christian shrines, an academy because Frankie, we are just getting academies throughout all of these towns just to help with public order, help the generals in general get a bit better. Yes, it's going to take out these chaps. Lovely stuff. They are just some peasants, so nice and easy for us to go and clear off. Marvellous stuff. Good. Just keep the law and order going on and head back to Campus Chatty. All is very good. I thought they were putting them under siege there, but no, there's some rebels keeping the Burgundii nice and distracted. And at this point, I think we'll be fine if they attack. We've got a 4th unit of infantry just to hold the gate. Will these hold the walls? And obviously, we have a bit of cavalry now. So things look a bit better in that part of the world. And one day, of course, those onagers will come and join the party. So with the Roxolani over there, might well be time for us to put this under siege. Now, I'm a little bit concerned that we actually don't have enough to win this, so I'm just going to lead them back to Conington first. And yeah, we can't really get a lot over here. What I could do though is use some of these forces to help us out. So, if you, Jovinus, come take some of your fun juicy chaps over to, I think, the bridge for now. Yeah, go and hang out. We can go join the force and attack can come later. They might think that we're just running around. Of course, we're just waiting for the right time to kill them. So assassination success. Good. Train on assassins is always the way to do it, ladies and gents. That's looking grand indeed. And in Constantinople over here, we need to go and obviously grab our army and start heading across the water. So, Mr. Boat, thank you very much. We will hop everyone on there. Town is still happy, unbelievably. So we'll just send him into the town. You can look after it. We'll put it on high tax rate, even though we've got no one looking after the town. And we'll continue moving on. To be fair, I could put Sigivoltus the Mean in there. I'm kind of tempted to do that. You know what? I think he wants to look after it. He actually made it less happy. But he probably gets a lot more money out of it. And actually just check how much money he gained. 1700. Wow, that's 600 a turn. I could deal with that money. So yeah, I think we'll leave him there. We will take an assassin and a spy. How old are you? 54. You're 39. So we'll take some of these chaps along. Perfect stuff. But we will leave a spy with you just to make sure you are safe. So we'll go dump you by the road, because that's sensible. We'll head over to Ankara next turn. Lovely. And we'll head back over to Ephesus after that. As for Athens, we're blockaded. That is not a problem. Bit of a problem in terms of money, but not really anything I'm too concerned about. Now, I don't like the looks of taking that on right at this moment. So we'll just smash through these chaps on the way. Sorry, rebels, but you're, yeah, very much in the way at this point in time. So swing on the north coast. It's not a lot of landing spots, but this army is in a pretty good shape, or the boat is anyway. So they should be able to make it without any fuss. What I need to probably do, therefore, send this fleet down here to come and join up with them so they can get there. These chaps, okay, pretty similar, so at least they can travel together. I think together they'll be fine. This fleet has taken a big battering whilst we've still got plenty there. Yeah, I don't really want to take the risk, because if This is a good army indeed. We can't really lose that one. So, otherwise things are looking pretty good, aren't they? We need to mop up these rebels who are just giving us the runaround to make sure we clear those guys out. If they want to give me man of the hour at any point game, that would be magnificent, because I'm very, very short on people. Why is it so slow travelling around this part of the world? Ridiculous. Okay. This is good. I'm looking forward to this. We've got a Quincum to come next, and we've completely eradicated the Eastern Empire from this part of the world. We're going to ignore this for now. That doesn't really count. I'm not bothered about that. But yeah, we would have taken back all of the proper Western holdings, including Greece, because I like a bit of Greece in my empire as well. Lovely. We are squeezing them ever further east. We've been pushed out of Alexandria. No, we actually had a victory there. That's quite surprising. So I can see they had a few ships around that part of the world, so a little bit concerned for a moment there. They certainly have the ships descended on us. Now, we can win against them. That is fairly obvious. I'm actually going to leave this one here as a scouting ship. Now, actually, they are a bit weak by themselves. I'm not too worried about any of that. What I will do is get these guys dropped off, because they are now where they need to be. Let us get these boats all together. Good. Now we just have the one other boat who refuses to join the other. Okay, that's fine. We have ourselves a couple of admirals who are just a little bit rude about life. So I tell you what, we will now at the very least go and move you here, because we actually don't need you to scout too much further. Quite happy where we are. Right, these guys are ready to pounce on Alexandria. That will be... yeah, that'll be definitely how we get ourselves going next time. Another flash flood in the Sahara. Citizens killed. They are apparently devastated at this huge flood in the Sahara. They should probably be thanking the gods. I mean, no, the one true god. The one true god. Coming of age for Valens Paperna. Don't know who you are. Ooh, wow, you're not too shabby, are you? Christian, engineer, bureaucrat, a little lazy. Well, you know, indifferent but handsome, and he's got himself a tutor. Marvellous stuff. Are you actually his son? Of Sigivoltus? I would have guessed so. At the very least, that would make some sort of sense. So where are we in the family tree right now? We have Secundus over here, Placus, Velius, and we have Marcus Mus and Valens Perpenta. Alright, yeah, that is his biological son. So it's not too bad, is it really? A bit lazy, but other than that, pretty good. Obviously, Secundus the Builder is getting on a bit. He's actually older than Sigivoltus the Mean. So I won't disinherit him. It's not worth it. But I certainly think Valens Paperna, we need to set you up to be our next emperor. Indeed, that is the way that we are going. I like it. I like it very much, ladies and gentlemen. Time to head into Ankara then. I reckon we can take these out pretty easily. It's just a little pile of infantry. One big first cohort to take out, and they don't break easily. So we've got to be a bit careful, but I think in general we'll be absolutely fine. Let's go in. Let's smash the Magnentius Voconius over here. He needs to get himself a little bit more experience in these battles. So yes, I think it's time to get going.
Strike hard! Strike without mercy!
No mercy for the fiends. Right, we've got large stone walls on this occasion. Oh, and I'm loving the very nice here exotic palm trees that are scattered around the Roman city here. It's very nice indeed. I love the little cultural fusions. I say cultural fusion. Palm trees are not perhaps a culture per se, are they? But I'd like to just really think they are. So yeah, I like the cultural mix of palm trees and Romans. It is rather glorious here. Beautiful, beautiful city, Ankara. Never been. Of course, it is actually the actual modern capital of Turkey. I often forget, seeing as Istanbul is such a dominant city. But of course, if we're attacking this, it's a bit more awkward to get to the plaza, isn't it? Or it can be. So what have we got? We're actually... where are we? Oh, we're over here. Okay, by this entrance here isn't necessarily the worst, actually. We can get ourselves in through here, up the path, and then, yeah, round up to the plaza. So this isn't the worst place to be going to attack. That's grand indeed. We can probably just shoot down one tower and the gateway, and that will pretty much be what we need here. Be a bit careful, mind you, because... yeah, I need to be a little bit careful because they do quite a few infantry. So if I have to have lots of fights in the walls, it could be a bit of a bloody battle. Okay, some of the walls are down. A tower has been smashed as well. Get onto the gateway. That will certainly help us if we get rid of that. There certainly isn't a wall that we can shoot. That's too near a tower, so I think we'll just shoot the gateway at this point. Although, you, sir, a bit tempted to see if you can get a flaming shot on right here. Actually, these committed centers have a really straight shot. So we'll have a little look, see if you can manage that. That was terrible! Okay, we're probably setting fire to the city at this point. You are not doing very well. There we go. There's the hit we're looking for. Is the town on fire? No, it's not on fire. It's all good. Right, you maybe go off fire for a little bit. Make sure we take out this city first. Those were corpses. They were already dead. They're already dead. Yeah, they are. They're quite gone, aren't they? In the end, it turns out to be a pretty powerful shot, so it isn't too much to worry about, is it? We've done some lovely work. We'll get this tower dealt with. We'll see if we can splatter some more. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Lovely. We are getting the odd hit in on them at this point, and I think they actually got the gates yet. No, hit the guy in gates. We've managed to take out the gatehouse, so we might as well hit that with your last boulder or so. So just try and get that. So that would be marvellous. An extra entry would be perfect. Good work, my lovely, lovely sir. And just have one flaming round. It's about all you have left. See if you can hit these Plumbatari. We have got a nice hit or two in them already. You have yourself a bit of an angle. I reckon you can have a go at it. So let's see what you can do. You can hear burning. Almost. Really good effort, guys. We hit this one house. What a sad little house. Oh, it's burning down all by its lonesome. Okay, what do we have at the entrance then? Committences, Plumbatari. Anything else on the wall? No, that means the first cohort on the plaza, doesn't it? That's a bit upsetting, but frankly, not exactly to be not expected equally. So let's go and get our archers about here-ish. That will be lovely. We'll go and shoot them down. Get infantry in behind. That will be magnificent. And to be honest, we'll just see what we can do with them, because there were archers around. There's some archers, eastern archers in that kind of a region. We will obviously aim for those first, try and take them all out. So get yourselves over here. All of the archers straight into their archers, please, before they start taking you out. We obviously do have the golden bows and the silver bows here, so they're pretty good as our archers go. They should do some hefty damage. Yeah, down to 4 already. Take that, eastern archers. Take that. Right, shoot at what you want at this point, because they're all pretty much down. We'll do some hefty damage. The basic archers, though, we're doing some lovely work. We'll see what these contenders actually. We can probably get someone else to deal with them. Oh yeah, we have ballistas, don't we? They always go so well. Let's send in those guys. I'm sure they'll do the job. Well, after the travesty of the last battle, we're going to make sure we do this one properly. And this siege, we're not going to take stupid losses. I think 2 of them got shot by the eastern archers when they actually started in range, which is a bit of a pain. Other than that, we're currently not having lost any of our lovely Steves, which is great. Plumbatari are pretty much giving up at this stage, so we won't worry about any of those. These guys are actually out of range at this point. Yeah, they've got a bit of an odd position, haven't they? Doesn't look like there's a lot they can do. Now these guys, these combatants, are about to get themselves killed, I imagine, because those ballistas are going to see them in range, and they're going to shoot them. That was instantaneous, wasn't it? They were just lining that up, waiting to get a shot. Oh, glorious stuff. Okay, probably time to send in the infantry, I would guess. At this point, we've done plenty of damage. They're, for some reason, not actually routing. But I reckon they're about to here, aren't they? Down to the last 3. Are they actually going to stand to the very last man? Yeah, they did. Well done, sirs. You did me quite proud, even if you are my enemy. So, archers, all 3 of you, please, get yourselves over here. That'd be lovely. Let's get one of my units in here. That will suit me very much. And in terms of what towers need to take, we need to get ourselves... Oh, this wasn't quite as straightforward as I imagined. Where are we? Can we come up this side? Oh no, we can go straight up here, can't we? Alright, that's fine. I just got a bit confused for a moment. All is fine, ladies and gentlemen, all is fine. So, we don't really need to take any more than what we've already got. Ballistas can probably make their way in momentarily, but I think archers might as well get shooting first and foremost. We can shoot more down the plaza a little bit later. As for all of these chappies, I reckon we'll just get these contenders to stand over here, and we won't worry about any more of that nonsense. Good news! The ballista chariots are here, and I'm sure nothing will go wrong, as they almost certainly throw javelins in and we don't get away in time, which normally happens, but they actually might do it on this occasion. Lovely! Okay, get yourselves back over here. We're going to pull in, see what we can do to them. Yes, 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 yes. Please stand along this long, long road down to our line of committed centres first cohorts. That is exactly what I would love. I would love that. We can just plough them down with ballistas over here. So just run in that direction, shoot them as you go, and I reckon we'll be in a pretty good position then. Go finish them off with all of our lovely, lovely lads. Archers, shoot as soon as you can. No, they're not very happy about this. Not really surprising, but they don't really know what to do. Oh well, under the lovely Temple of Mithras, which obviously must burn down. Is there any way we can get... Ooh. Sorry, Alan. Any chance we can... Oh yeah, we don't have any more ammo, do we? Right, run away before you get yourselves too close. Lovely stuff. Right, you get yourselves around about there-ish. That'll be perfect, lads. And I reckon at that point we can get ballista shots in. And no. Alright, there we are. They're all done. They are done. Clear them out. Shoot them down. Archers, to be honest, you should probably not shoot, and we'll just let the chariots go and mop them up. Probably should have brought some of my cavalry in. So let's go send them in now. Turn around! They've regrouped! Run away! Run away, run away, run away, run away! It's all grand. It's all grand apart from this absolutely suicidal chariot here who's asking for massive, massive trouble. Yeah, watch them do stupid things. It might just break him, actually. It did indeed break him. So you get over there before you get shot down by your own archers. That's fine. I think they'll finish it off as with the javelins. This time they're not going to make it. And I think it sounds like our cavalry's arriving pretty darn soon. Yeah, they're wandering somewhere in this general position here. Archers, can you go take those guys out? In fact, to be honest, please just go off random shooting, because I don't think we need to at this point. Under the awesome temple then, the last of the pagans gets shot down. Oh, it is glorious, it is glorious. Cav, just stop where you are. You don't need to get shot by your own men at this point. You really don't need any of that from the chariots. Where are you? You fighting someone? Apparently they are, but I don't think so. Nonetheless, okay, this is maybe a bit silly now. Yeah, you've just shot one of the general's men. Okay. It was all going well, and then the rest of the cavalry turned up, because I remember I pressed that about 4 hours ago. So we'll just send them out of the way. The chariots are doing odd things. Right, here we are. Okay, the chariots can come back over here. Hopefully they're not going to get themselves murdered too badly. But we should have a bit of fun on the plaza. That's really what we're looking for, isn't it? So just stand where you are. No one in your way. Get these last lads. Looks like they're going to throw javelins. You're going to get yourselves... Woof. Well, you dealt with that problem, didn't you? And now we've got exactly what we want, which is the Plumbatari and the Lanciari, whatever's left from its tenses. They're just now charging in at these lads, which will just be fun. We'll just pick them off the ballista chariots. They are, I must say, the most maverick unit I can come up with, or that I've ever seen on this game. I mean, people say about historical Rome Total War, and as if this and Medieval 2 is a more historical time in terms of the game, but I mean, Rome Total War had some fantastically mad units, and I love these guys. I suspect this was something that was used a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like this would be used a bit more if it was actually that effective. Who knows? I might have to look into just how much these guys have really used. But they are absolutely hilarious good fun. There's all sorts of fun units in Rome Total War. I think that's one of the things maybe that over time has started to get missing more. You can still have it have a historical basis and still be fun. Oh, someone just got themselves killed. I don't know quite what happened there. Was it this guy just stabbed it? Yeah, woo! He got sent 20 yards down the street. Lovely. Rome just demand victory. Is this guy going to get shot down? Oof! You take one in the back. Well done. Oof! And with that, and with the flying tail of Steve over there, we can all see up his tunic. Let's turn around this way. We have ourselves a victory. That was glorious, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we love the lovely chariot ballistas. They're so much fun. Adversity reveals the genius of a general. I think, honestly, just wanting to not kill too many of our people reveals the utter lunacy of the chariots. And that is what we saw there. So, the carriage ballista have done their job. I don't know if it actually says too much about the historical element here. But yeah, I think people obviously nowadays get a bit hung up about historical, or if it's, you know, slightly more, you know, fictional, like with the Warhammer stuff, historical fantasy nonsense, a bit of an argument. But to be honest, I think where Total War was at its best was where it kind of picked units which, Vegetis wrote about the use of carriage ballistas. Now, this is the thing that we get a lot in Rome Total War. There are quite a few units where it's sort of a homage to one or two references, like the Flaming Pigs, for example. There are all sorts of fun units which are really a reference to one bit of ancient text, and I kind of love that. It's not necessarily 100% historical, but it's got a historical basis to it. It's fun, it's silly, and that was what was so brilliant about Rome Total War. Medieval 2 was a little bit more historical, a little bit more straight-laced. Obviously, there are the cannon elephants who are completely insane, but I mean, I'm sure someone tried it. It just, you know, if you're going to shoot a cannon off the head of an elephant, you know, a creature with massive ears sitting there with very good hearing, I think you're going to spook it quite easily. I haven't tested it myself, though, so, you know what, if you've tested that yourself, shooting a cannon off an elephant's back, do feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that's really what I'm hoping, really, with Total War going forward, is that we kind of, you know, I think there's been a lot of improvements for it, but just return to, if you want to use a bit of fantasy, make sure it's got that lovely bit of historical reference in there where you can really play around with it. I think in this game you get some nice nods to that. But like the Carriage Ballista here, who I'm guessing by this seems to be one reference, but I haven't actually done the research on that myself. But I love it nonetheless. So Ankara has been burnt somewhat to the ground. We're going to get ourselves the temple destroyed. Now, it does seem like neighbouring regions, we've got a lot more Christianity going on around here. So, get rid of that. Yeah, we are absolutely fine here. The town is fairly chilled. We will get those rebuilt. No issues there. It might actually not be the worst idea to actually send Sigurvoltus over just to convert people. But you know what? It's probably fine. At this point, do you have anything? You don't really, actually, when it's concerned with conversion, but I'm sure if you build a temple, it will help. So 20%, we got 15 over paganism right now, so we'll convert that in the next few turns. Right, I think it's a good place to leave it today. You might have noticed with this and the previous episode, I'm doing slightly longer episodes at this point. I think it's in part because we're kind of getting towards the end of the series, and I kind of feel like it's nice to have some big, bulky episodes to kind of plough through the Eastern Empire. And also, I wanted to drag on too long, of course. There is Troy that has, well, I think at the time of release of this would have just come out, and I want to be playing a bit of that as well. Obviously got the Britain campaign, and they're kind of a similar point at the same time. So I'm not quite sure actually at this point, the point of release of this, if the Britain campaign will be finished or not. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm sure you will know, so I won't rant on about it. But yes, I want to do a few longer episodes, so we will probably have a couple more. By the speed we're going at the moment, I feel like a couple more episodes might actually be enough to plough through all of this, but we'll see how it all goes down. I'm very much enjoying this campaign. It's been good fun playing as the Western Empire Rebels, and I don't know, I feel like we've still got a bit more to do. We've still got a few more of my little campaigns ready. We've got Alexandria, of course. We have ourselves our fleet over here with Honorius, who's heading up to Antioch to go and pillage that. I want to see what response they've got to all of this nonsense where I've just attacked them, because they can't be happy about all of this. So we've got Senate up here, which is actually Pontus Epiphaenia, which is intriguing, isn't it? It's a bit of a big region. And down here, there are starting, proving disloyalties and utterly disgraced. Wow, lost 2 eagles. Gratianus Infortunatus. He looks miserable. He's turned to philosophy. It doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, looks like they're sending something, but I don't really know where their main forces are because it doesn't look like they have any at the moment, but they must have them somewhere. Let's go to Philadelphia. Nothing over here either. There's a big force over in this area. That's something. But you know what? We'll find out all about that next time, ladies and gentlemen. For now, I will leave you as things are going very well indeed. I'm Thomas, this is Tenacious Human, and this has been our Western Empire Rebels campaign. Thank you, and goodbye. Shoot the flames of death into their eyes. Oh no, we're gonna die! Coward, 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 coward. Stop, sir! You're supposed to die! Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away! Our ballistas can actually shoot our own gates! Okay, let's get on with this battle. Run away.